Hey everyone. I started my landscaping company because I always enjoyed being outside, playing basketball outside, playing baseball outside. That's one reason that I've always played sports outside. I enjoy doing landscaping around my own house, and then it kind of just grew into a business. I love a beautiful house with a beautiful lawn, nice green grass. I also wanted to earn some extra money to get out of debt. But then a couple years after I started my business part time, my father was sick. He got sick with cancer. He beat it. He's all well now. A couple years after that, my mother fell ill. Um, not cancer, but complications with diabetes. She ended up passing away really, really early. She was really young. She was in her 50s, so that was devastating. Also, my sister has always struggled with diabetes. She's not overweight or anything like that. She struggled with diabetes, currently still is, and that led me to start doing some research. Just research on why are all my loved ones getting sick. I was a little overweight, and I ate decent. I didn't eat really bad, but I lifted weights, I played sports, I was active, but I was gaining weight, and they said I may, just because diabetes and things run in my family. I'm like, why? Why is there so much sickness around? So what I did was I just started doing lots of research while I was out, um, mowing lawns, landscaping. Always had headphones on, so I was reading books throughout the years. I went through hundreds and hundreds of health books, business books, trying to find out just reasons why, because it was always on my mind. Um, and then and then it all led back to our food, everything that we put in our body, our environments. Um, so everything that was being sprayed on our food affected what we put in our bodies, just like the wheat isn't the same that we have now that it was before because of what we spray on it. So it made me look into what I'm actually spraying as a landscaping company. So I looked into the things that I sprayed, and after getting the pesticides license, I looked into the products that we're actually using, and then the toxins that we're spraying on everything, and how all of the synthetic fertilizers are going back into rainwaters. They're still being sprayed on our crops, and it's getting straight back to us. So I found out that I was part of the problem. Um, and my landscaping company at that time, uh, it was smaller, but it was part of the problem. Um, it's not like a huge company like Monsanto that has billions and billions of um, dollars uh, with use of Roundup that gets into your food, but I was still a part of the problem, and I felt like I was personally getting my family sick. So I started looking into additional methods, um, more of the organic nature, because if I could help out other people, um, it's just my small part. And on June 28th, my son was born. And just looking at him and thinking about the things that I was naturally spraying on the lawns, I didn't want him to get sick. If you've ever been to a children's cancer ward, you will never forget it. When he was born, he was premature, and he stayed in the hospital for 2 weeks. So we were around the NICU and the cancer ward for children, and it was heartbreaking. Also, when I was in the cancer ward for my father, heartbreaking. If you've ever been in a dialysis center for someone with diabetes or heart failure, heartbreaking. And these are the things that we're spraying on our food and our food supply, and then it comes right back to our bodies. So everyone in my family has affected my why of why I switched to organic spraying. If you've ever seen sick pets, if your pet ever had to be put down, we've had a cat and a dog that had to be put down because of cancer. And I don't want to go back to a children's cancer ward. I don't want to have to go back to to see a dialysis center ever again in my life, and I don't want everyone else to. So what can I do? Like, what's my part? My part was changing my business to stop spraying the toxins, the chemicals, and everything like that. So I could either sit back and do nothing and just say, hey, that's the way it is, or I could do a part to change everything. So that's what we do. We do organic landscaping, and that's why our slogan is, we kill weeds, not your family.